So with yesterday's discussion, we completed with material master settings. Today we'll see the reflection of that in creation of materials. You can write down material master creation, material master creation.
What is the heading actually?
Huh?
Actually, I wasn't able to hear. What are we going to start?
Material master.
Material master creation.
Okay, to create materials, we have three ways. Before that, please write down the path. You can observe that until now we were into SPRO. Now I have taken up SAP menu. The SAP menu, also called Easy Access or Easy Menu. These are other names. So SAP menu, logistics, materials management. Under that, material master. SAP menu, logistics, materials management, material master. Material. Say create special. Here directly you can create the material type you want, like raw material, semi-finish. Directly you can go with the material type. MMR1 and so on. However, this is not done generally. Other one is to schedule material creation using MM11 when to create material. But what we generally use is create general. Write down these T codes. MM01 to create, MM01 create, MM02 change, MM02 change, MM03 display, MM03 display, MM04 display changes, MM04 display changes, then MM06 flag for deletion, flag for deletion. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Create, change, display, display changes, and flag for deletion. Written?
Yeah.
I'll go with first one. MM01 to create. I have to reconnect. Just reconnect with the server. I'll go with T code MM01. As you can see, material, industry sector, material, change number, copy from material. These are the things available. And here you have select, use, organization levels and data. Here also material, create, change, display, flag for deletion. You can go like this. You have see, this is immediately we are in that screen. And then schedule, activate. So you have these options available here also. Instead of T codes, from here you can go with the material. Now in this material cell, if I name something for the material, then this is called external naming. If I number here in the material cell, then it is external. If I allow system to generate the material number based on the range what I have already defined in MMNR, then it is called internal numbering. This is something what I told you while creating number range. If you refer back to video, I have explained that part, internal, external, saying user. Now this I leave it blank so that system will generate the number. I am allowing system to generate. I will click on this. Here I have to find the industry sector that I have defined. So what was the industry sector? I think service.
Yes.
What was it?
Service.
As you can see,
service.
The industry sector that was defined. See, as an end user, the person who is working on this, they don't know how the service is appearing here. They only know to select from here. Getting? So what we have configured will be appearing here for further usage. This is end user screen. Whatever we do generally under SAP menu is end users or power users job. The one what we do under IMG implementation, that is consultant job. Okay, have this in mind. However, consultants should be aware of this as well, because the end users, when they work, if they are not able to proceed, if they get any errors, they'll be escalating those errors to the consultants, the technical team, consultants, we need to fix them. So we should have the knowledge of these screens as well. Then only we'll be able to rectify those errors. As of now, I have taken industry sector, the one what we had defined, service, and material type. What is that? Raw material for PTPL.
Raw material for PTPL.
Isn't it? So material type. So are you able to connect with what we had done, configurations and how it is appearing here, reflecting here? In OMS2 screen, we had defined this raw material for PTPL.
PTPL, yes.
OMS3, OMSF, industry sector, material group, All these things we had defined
Yes,
and
yes.
configured in under SPRO. So those things are reflecting now here. Are you able to understand this?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I'll just click on enter. So it provides me different views that I can take, I can choose. So I'll briefly give you the information about these views. As you can see, basic data 1, basic data 2 is to provide basic information about the material. What is the material? Material, what are the units of that material, and so on. Basic information. So the sales related views, what you are seeing, sales organization, this will be has to be maintained by SD part, sales organization details and general plan data, the shipping point, delivery date, delivery schedule, schedule lines, and so on. So that will be maintained by sales. As you are seeing this foreign trade exchange, foreign trade, and even accounting data, etc. So that has to be maintained by finance people. WM to take care of this warehouse management 1 and 2, what you are observing there. Work scheduling, forecasting, production, MRP views is by PP, production planning. They will have to work on that. As of now, for us, it is purchasing view, and we are going to make some entries in basic data, of course, that is basic information. MRP views 1 and 2, I have selected already, and accounting view 1. So what are the views that we are going to select in this? You can write down this basic data 1, basic data 2, purchasing,
Also, basic data 1,
basic data 1, basic data 2. So I'll deselect and again select. So the views selected are basic data 1, basic data 2, purchasing, MRP1, MRP2. Then accounting 1. Accounting 1. You can select these views and make them as default settings so that you need not have to select it again and again when you try creating a material. So you can make them as,
Is there Ramchandra?
yes.
Hello?
Yeah,
So
please.
why we are only selecting these? Why not others like costing, forecasting, and all?
Yeah, I told you these are few other areas where we need to gather information. Rather, in real time, what happens, we'll have engineering department who will take care of material creation. It is not MM consultant every time or MM end user every time they create material. It will be engineering department who will be responsible in creation of
Okay.
materials, and they gather information from different modules, as I told you. So this delivery related schedule lines, shipping point, sales organization, and sales views will be given by sales and distribution. It's a different module. So forecasting,
Okay.
make to order, stock, materials, requirement planning, production part. These things will be taken care by PP, production and planning. Warehouse management, quality
Ah,
management, different. So similarly, finance costing
okay.
is different, FI. So here related to us is purchasing view. So purchasing, we need to define purchasing group and other details, as well as basic data.
Yeah.
And MRP 1 and 2, as we are also part of material requirement, so we'll be taking those two, allowing material for MRP or not, that will be defined there. And moreover, we will have to bridge the material to a certain account in finance part, as when we purchase, so that particular account has to get triggered. So valuation class in accounting will view will act as bridge between FI and MM. So that's the reason we have taken accounting 1 view. So these are the basic views, and in real time, as I told you, it will be by
There are MRP 3 and 4 are there.
huh?
There MRP 1, 2, 3, 4. Why we selected only 2?
Yeah, in MRP 3.4, you will have just-in-time processing, back flushing, repetitive manufacturing. So these things we cannot define there. So that's the reason
Okay.
I have not chosen. We can choose
Yeah.
all the views, but we cannot provide information for all.
Okay. Okay.
So you can make this as default settings. By clicking on this will become default. Now, before proceeding,
One second. What is the this, purpose of accounting one? What will you do with that?
yeah, in accounting, as I told you,
Accounting one.
material type, what we are defining, like raw material for PTPL. So when we create a
Yes.
material, that material will be used
Okay.
later for purchasing. That material number we use in PO and other documents. So when we purchase that material, this particular material has been purchased, what type of material it is. Based on that, the account in general ledger will get triggered saying that this is being purchased or this material type is purchased based on the valuation class. And the valuation class is defined in accounting view. So accounting view valuation class will act as bridge between MM and FI.
Okay. Okay.
Now, before proceeding, I would like to demonstrate one more thing. As you can see now, you are able to see MRP 1234 here. And just observe one more purchasing view also you are able to see. So if I leave the screen for some time without operating, it is turning off.
So.
So you saw this purchasing MRP 1234 views here. Now let me go this OMS2. I go to this view. OMS2. I'll click on position and find out the raw material. Is it what's the raw material? PTRM. Okay, PTRM.
Yes.
Raw material for PTPL. So I'll double click on this. Now here you observe I take out MRP and purchasing. Just observe this MRP purchasing. I save it. Again I am coming back to MM01. Same thing, service raw material for PTPL. Now I want to select views. Can you find MRP and purchasing here?
No.
Okay.
No.
So these are few things. Sometimes you get such queries from end users as well. If the configuration setting is not maintained properly, so they'll not be able to find, and they don't have access also, and they don't have idea also. Why is it not appearing? Getting?
Yes.
Again, I'll go back. Come back, MM01. So I'll be able to see it. Just connect, just a minute. Next is to select organization levels. So here we need to define for which plant and storage location we are creating this material. So what's our plant? It's PTBP. And storage location is PBSL.
Yep.
So make a note of this is organization levels. Here again, I can make it default setting so that I can proceed. I do not have to define this plant storage location or organization levels every time if I make it default. Noted?
Yeah.
So I'll make this default here. Proceed with this continue button. Now you can see this was the range that was defined for that material type, and it is automatically taking the number. So next time it will take the next number and it will follow the sequence. So this is called internal numbering, as system generates the number based on the range defined. And as you can observe here, basic data 1, basic data 2, you can find this ribbon as these are the selected views. And other views we have not selected, classification, sales, and so on, because of which it is not showing. And moreover, if you come here, click on this particular icon, which is in the end, click on this, you get the entire list of different views that you can have while creating material. And as you are seeing, only the selected views we are allowed to make entries. Of course, if there is anything which is mandatory, then system will ask you even though you have not selected that. However, in our case, it will not be because I have selected the required ones. We'll proceed in this. So here, material, I'll just name this as PTRM. You can give 40 character length here, including space. PTRM raw material 1. Make a note. Base unit of measure, I'll just give it as, for time being, PC. See here you have entire list of different units. From the drop down, we can take any of these things depending upon what it is. If it is to be measured, then centimeter, millimeter. If it is liquid, you can take it in liters, volume, gas, and so on. You have all these different units present. Mostly all units are defined. So I'll go with PC. So what is the material group that we had created?
Okay. Once. PTPL underscore
It's PTPLE and PTPLT, testing and
yeah,
reference.
testing.
So I'll go with
And actually, what is meant by PC?
Pieces,
Can
pieces.
you abbreviation?
Yeah,
Pieces, okay.
piece. Yes. Piece. The stage, I'll give you some more information you can write down. So you are seeing their old material number. Write down this. If the material is in a different ERP system, old material number helps to manage. See, if you have this material already created in a different ERP system, then you can have the reference of that. You are trying to migrate, you are trying to create it new, but this is something what we used to use earlier with a different number or name. Then you can have that old material number for the sake of reference. Then you are seeing that product allocation, explant material status, and other things, external material group, lab, office. So actually these things, you can just write this explant material status.
What's that? Expand.
Yeah, here you have explant.
Okay.
This allows the person responsible for data entry about the status of the material. About the status of the material. About the status of the material. You can see here, for approval, released, obsolete, block for purchasing. These are the different status which are available. So while creating, you can take it as something block for bill of materials, or whether it is for approval and so on. So status of this. Valid from the date, lab or office, which office or lab. So all this, again, we need to gather information from the client. Based on that, this will be defined. And here you are seeing dimensions EANS. You can write EAN. EAN stands for European article number. European article number. And below you can see UPC. UPC is Universal Product Code. Universal Product Code. European article number and universal product code. This is quite simple, used to identify the manufacturer of the material. If it is a standard material, like we have different standards. Similarly, here also, BIS, ISI, and so on. So, in order to get to know about the manufacturer, that can be defined. And other things you can understand: gross weight, net weight, volume, size, dimensions, based on what the material is. If it is packaging,
actually, I have. Actually, I have one doubt. You said regarding this, if the material is any different ERP system, old material number helps to manage. I didn't get that.
Explained, here, old material number, you assume that while creating this, see, we are on a certain project. We are on certain project where we are trying to test material creation. After that, if in case the client has it in the some other ERP system may not necessarily should be SAP. It can be any other database management. So if at all you are trying to create a material which is similar to the one which was existing earlier, okay, which the client was using earlier also, then as a reference you can give that old material number. That's all. Hope you have got it.
Yes.
Well, this is in basic data 1. I'll move to basic data 2. See, with mechanical background, you can understand this design drawing documents. If at all something which is required helps in creating a design document, including fields, document types, version, page number, chapter, and so on, number of sheets. So if it is required as supporting, that can be provided here about the material. Further information about the material is given under basic material and basic data 2, which allows under the material, if at all you need to group it to a certain certain kind of that particular material, as we have taken here electronics. In electronics, we have different devices. If you want to restrict it to certain type of device, certain type of raw material, again you can provide that information here. For example, to say, if at all instead of raw material 1 I have taken cement, now cement with different combinations of chemicals being used, gypsum or so on, so that can be defined here. What is it in this basic data 2? So to give more information, a bit more information, and DG, whatever you are observing here, environment, this specifies whether or not new material should be classified as dangerous good. If you are working with some goods which are flammable, which can catch fire, or very fragile, or glass related things which can cause some harm, then to define what can be the environmentally relevant or not. Is it with high viscous? Is it bulk? So that sort of thing. If it is chemicals which can emit some poisonous gas and so on. So based on that, whether it is dangerous or not, that can be indicated here. So that depends on industry. If you are into chemical industry, then define that, or else it's not required. Here also, if the drawings related things are required, then it is defined. Else no. If you are in construction industry, if you are providing some drawings for mapping purpose, then yes, it is required, or else no. This is about basic data 2. This gives even more information about what the material is. So as of now, I am not entering anything in this. I'll proceed. Next comes purchasing view. In purchasing view, I should provide purchasing group details. What is the purchasing group that we have created? PTG, PTPL. purchasing group.
Purchasing group.
So hope you are understanding whatever we had defined is appearing here. And moreover, from the first views, we can observe material number, plant, material group, base unit. All these things are automatically carried to this view. Then similarly, purchase value key. What is that we have defined?
OME1.
Huh?
No, 1 second. PTVK.
PTVK. So once I enter this purchase value key, below you can observe this 7, 14, 21 tolerance, whatever was defined earlier is automatically appearing. And system is asking, check the data for purchasing value key. Are you okay with this? System is asking. If yes, we can enter, or if we have to change it, we can change it. See, system generally gives 3 indicators. One red, other yellow, third is green. If it is red, then there is something wrong, some error which needs to be attended. If it is yellow, it is like caution. You can just observe. If you are confident, you can proceed. If it is green, then document is okay. You may not have to worry. It is perfect. You can proceed. So these 3 indicators we have, red, yellow, and green. So here it is showing yellow, as you can observe here. Check the data for purchasing value key. It says, are you sure with this? If I say, if I am okay with that, I can click on enter. It proceeds. It is taking me to next view, that is MRP. In MRP view, I need to provide this PD type. I'll give you 2 things. You just make a note of that. One is ND, other is PD. PD is allowing for MRP. ND is not allowing. So if you don't allow for planning, then that material is not used under planning production at all. If you just define it as ND, then it will not be used. If you define it as PD, then you are allowing planning for that material. That material can be used for planning purpose. And what sort of planning, what scheduling, that depends on the planned orders and productions, the team, what they decide based on machine availability, resource, and even based on whether we have to go with make to sales or make to stock or order, based on what orders they have on hand. So based on that, the planning will be done. So this is general ND and PD. PD allowing it for planning, ND not allowing it for planning. Here we'll take PD. We have less than a minute. Once this disconnects, we'll connect again. PD, MRP type. And once we allow it for planning, we should also define MRP controller. What is MRP controller?